Hey everybody, Ken, Brandon, and Chris here. We're going to try a little commentary on the $40 Tweener tournament, which was, if I'm not correct, which I'm always correct, Brandon, it was the largest Tweener that we've ever had?
Yeah, they were like 42 players or something like that.
Was it 5 tables or 4? 4 tables with alternates?
Yep.
It's pretty gross.
Pretty gross.
For 4 o'clock Friday tournament.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. St. Andrews, everybody, is a great place for tournaments. Cash game players, we're going to need a little bit more help from you guys. Chris, you want to jump in here at any time? Or?
Oh, yeah, I'll jump in.
Okay, good. Just making sure. We got one color commentary guy. You're supposed to be the expert. Just so everybody knows, Ken is the fun, exciting host, and Brandon and Chris are the experts. So if there's any mistakes made about plays or C-bets or 3-bets, it's not Ken's fault. It is 100% on Brandon and Chris because they are the experts.
We'll take ownership on that.
Good. All right. Well, we probably should have waited a minute or two to see what goes on. Brandon, why don't you tell us some of your accolades of why you're an expert in poker? How much money have you continually to lose at the Horseshoe?
Oh, I got to be down a solid 20,000
at the Horseshoe. Nice.
Easily, but I mean,
folks, the best way to become an expert is just to lose your money playing poker.
Just keep losing. You get better eventually.
Right, yeah.
We're definitely not winning players.
No.
That's right, no.
Nobody's a winning player.
We're just experienced in losing.
It's just fun.
That's why we're doing this.
Right.
All right, hand number 1.
So blinds are what, 2,000, 4,000?
Yes.
Down to 8-handed.
8-handed.
Top 5 are going to get paid out?
Uh-huh.
Sweet. So
Damper's got 4 big blinds.
8-6?
All in.
Yeah, simple
Damper's
math, right?
Raise all in.
John, Queen Jack, maybe?
Definitely a call here.
I don't know.
And he lets
I
it.
think it depends on chip size, right?
There's
King
that.
9 hearts. It's only
18,000 all day. All
you're the better at math. What's the percentage chips here, Brando?
Half. Well,
No, if he's got 49,000.
40% on the nose.
Is it? Oh wow,
Yeah.
yeah, it is 40%. I told you, you're the better one at math. Is
Nothing,
he really going to lay this down?
nothing invested. No annies in this tournament.
That's true.
And he's probably like chip leader with 50K. Larry, he's got 2 bigs. He's all in.
Yeah, as it gets further with less people behind you, right, you're more inclined to call with those just 2 big cards.
L 10-5.
Nice.
This is spicy. I don't know. Maybe. 60-40.
At least we know the table works because we can see that King Jack on camera.
My money's on Dapper.
That's not fair.
Go with that 64%, huh?
Seems to run pretty good these spots. Hey, Chris, there you are.
Ooh, King Queen 8. Look at the nod from Dapper. Oh well, I guess I can go back to the bar.
Well,
Hello. Still not super excited.
okay.
All right,
Pretty excited.
quick double up.
Back
It's
to
not
8
bad,
blind.
but it
Oh,
seems
9.
like when we were looking at all of those chip stacks,
50K was like the chip leader.
yeah, I mean,
right?
there's really. Oh, here you go.
72.
72,000, 50, 50, 50. I mean, everybody's pretty evenly matched here.
Not in the money yet, so it's going to be pretty tight with these 6, 8, 9, 11 big blind
Yeah, look
stacks.
at like 10, 12 big blind.
Now, there are no antes, right?
Right.
So don't have to worry about that. What's the range when you're at 6 big blinds? Like, what is your
Depends.
range to go in? It depends on position? Or?
Yeah, I would say position matters a lot.
Plus, like, with second and chips only being 12 big blinds, it's going to be even tighter.
But for somebody like Stacia, we've seen the more pressure you put on it, the easier it is to get through the field.
I do find that when I watch these that there's a
Like
lot,
right here, this
a
should
lot
be an
less
open,
people
but it
that are
might fold.
aggressive.
Yeah.
See, look at that. John's full ace 10 because
Raise.
everybody's so short.
And he would've got
Nine's
a
a
call.
slam dunk.
Here's a question for you, since I'm the unknowledgeable one. Is there any value here to like a stop and go play where you bet half of your chips, hope to see a flop, and then jam it all in and try to get some folds that way, or get some equity from a fold that way, or no? You're just
Take one card face.
I don't know.
you're just putting it all in
I love the stop and go, but
I think I'm getting it.
I think everybody's too shallow.
right now.
If anybody's putting in half their chips, they're probably just piling the rest in no matter what the flop is. There you go, Chris. Fix the graphic. How's this tournament take an hour?
I don't know, to be honest.
Well, when people
I mean, it
fold
seems like
ace
it
10,
shouldn't take that long,
Right,
but
yeah.
Right.
clearly
Well, we
it
already
does,
saw
'cause-
ace 10 fold where like standard would be shoving, so.
I mean, there's an hour and 10, of
All right.
film here.
The 5 seat's got to have something good here. He's pretty tight. We don't know what he has yet, but it's got to be pretty good.
Ace king.
He's all in. Do we miss it? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
4-seat.
No, 4-seat limp with
Sorry.
ace king.
Oh, nice.
4 seat limp ace king, 5 seat
Ooh,
Bob.
king, queen, all in.
shoves. obviously he's going to call, just seeing how much to put out there.
Well, here I just talked about it, just kind of limping in with a monster hand. I mean, Ace
Right.
King's got to be a monster with 7 players left, right?
Do you like that plan?
I mean, it worked out.
Pushing with the king queen, knowing that guy's probably never folding.
I don't know.
I never think of that stuff.
King Queen's pretty good.
Down
But
to
you got to
3
know if
outs.
this guy's putting in one big blind. He's
Maybe.
not.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that was quick.
Wow, runner
It was like
kings and he loses.
4 hands and we lost 2 players.
All right, so we should see a little.
But to KJ's point, right? If he limps there and then jams flop,
Right.
The king queen.
mm-hmm.
He probably,
Or, like,
you know what? That's a
min-opens.
perfect example. If he'd have just called, granted, we have the luxury of knowing what's going to come on the flop, and we know what the other player has, so we're always omniscient and all knowing to be able to do that. But that's the whole. I kind of like that play where if you're going to play king queen, limping in, and then just planning on no matter what comes out on the flop, putting it all in and hope the other guy folds. I mean, if the guy had 9s there, he probably would have folded.
To
8s, basically 10s and down, he probably folds, right?
It's true.
Yeah, maybe I'm the expert.
Yeah,
you guys are
look
just
at
here
that.
for commentary.
Maybe I'm disagreeing with
I mean, if you min open there too,
That's
it's
true.
jamming.
All right, here's ace 10. He's going to open. Okay, look, he's going
Just
to limping
limp.
strategy.
Yeah, now I don't like it. I feel like now you
Yeah,
should
you
have done a little
put-
bit more, but
Put the pedal to the metal.
but then again, it's the whole idea of we know what's
now he's
going
going to
on.
let Dapper in here with king or queen jack on the button. Get in.
But he's also got the chip lead. Why not?
Yeah, that's true.
Why not just raise them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Raise. Not limp.
Now Marlon's going to limp with 7-4. Big Blind's going to check, and you got to go 4 ways to a flop with ace.
Oh, and he checks.
That's right.
I love it.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, an ace comes out.
I don't like it.
I mean, we know that he's going to get
John
money
can
from
just
John.
pick up 4, 8, 12,000 here by shoving. Or get ace 10 to call.
Now Marlon, the best hand, actually the worst hand, is now the best hand.
I don't know what ace king's doing.
I mean, you got 8
I
big
mean, they
blinds.
check
What are you
it.
doing?
I mean, if he wasn't going to push it all into the flop, I love Dapper taking a stab here and might actually win the pot.
This is the power of the
If
button.
Marlon folds, he wins, right?
Power of the button.
Mid pair with backdoor
Ooh,
flush.
he might see a turn. All right,
But now
Marlon's
ace
going to see a
king snap
turn.
folds. This guy's so tight. Who is this guy? I need to get a face.
But do you like this call out of turn?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he got
They're
the
out of
ace king
position.
and the ace 10 to fold.
I don't know.
I feel like it should have been an all-in, all call with the ace king, ace 10. 3.
Here's the question.
So what do you do?
Does
here?
Dapper keep
Call.
firing
Dapper
bullets?
fire, or is he going to give up?
No, he's twitching fingers. Ooh, I don't know. Can
Dapper
you?
get lucky? Nope.
No, he's going to have to win this pot the old-fashioned way by shooting and hoping.
But what does that line
Check.
represent?
Fire a bullet, Dapper. Fire that bullet. Do it. Don't check. No! Folks, always be willing to fire that last bluff.
Gets through there, probably.
That one, I think,
Yeah.
gets through. He barely called. There's one card to a straight. I think if he bets, like, what's he have in chips?
15,000.
15.
Yeah, maybe. I guess
Good
that's
call.
true.
you know what? I talk a big game, but if I got a short stack,
I'm checking it back.
I'll take hopefully queen high.
But then again, it's like, why call with Queen Jack, miss, bet the flop, and then just give up? Like, at some point, you got to just keep. I don't
But
know.
what are you representing? A miss flush draw in the end?
I
That
don't
you
know.
maybe
We don't
get a
really
10?
care about what we're representing.
Right.
Well, what is that guy going to be thinking?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like even an 8 is just going to push.
I am
him to
surprised the one seat didn't raise with Ace King on the button or on
Small
the.
on the big
blind.
He was the big
The
blind. Big blind.
Yeah.
Marlon was the small blind with 7-4, which I understand. You limp in, hope to see a flop, and you hope to catch that flop, catch a 7, catch something else. You know.
Dapper with Jack 3 off seemed like a tough fold. For him.
Yeah. He's thinking.
Seemed like
He's
a
not-
tough
he's
one.
not.
He was thinking about it.
All right, now Marlon.
Now it folded to him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, limp in on the button. I don't know, I feel like in that spot, maybe
especially against two guys who can maybe be labeled tight. I mean, we've seen that John.
4 hands, and we
Yeah.
know that they're playing pretty tight.
The problem is that they're not seeing the hands.
Yeah, they don't see.
Like
that
I
John
said,
has
it's
had
always
ace.
easy for us to say what you should and shouldn't do.
All right, so here's the donk lead by John.
Mid pair, top kicker.
Not bad. I mean, the small blind could have anything, and he does have anything. 10-5. He should get him to fold an over card in the gutter.
Backdoor flush draw. too.
Queen 7. I mean, he called with the middle pair
Oh,
last
yeah,
time. I
he's
mean,
good
I
with that.
got
Or
to
he's
imagine
calling
he's
at least
calling
once.
again.
He didn't limp the button with
I'd like to
7.
see the turn be a spade, just to really make things interesting.
Heads up.
Oh, no spade. Was the 5 his gut shot?
No, he
Yeah,
had the
was he?
10-5.
Oh, he had 10-5.
10-5.
I'm sorry. I thought he had 10-8. Oh, 10-8 he would have flopped a
Yeah,
straight.
tell you what about straight. This is why you're.
Color commentary!
All right, now John checks. I guess Marlin is bluffing here, Chris. Is this a bluff?
I mean, if he checked.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
it's
How much
same
was the bet? How much was the bet?
Same bet.
Oh, 5K. So this is maybe a little value.
Yeah. Thinks he's good.
Thinks he's good.
Yeah. Thinks he's good. Ooh,
do you like that bet?
seals the coffin.
I don't know. I don't like betting the same amount of flops to do on turn, but now he is gonna 10K lead out.
And we think about range, right? Like the small blind has an 8 a hell of a lot more time than Marlin has an 8 in his
Right.
hand, right? And then leads river.
I know. John really shouldn't, have any ace.
Check it kind of the whole way down and then bet it out. I mean, because what you're hoping that Marlon's going to keep continuing? Is that what C-bet stands for?
Well, and he donk led the
He
flop.
led the flop.
What does
checked the turn.
donk let mean?
You're not the initial opener or raiser, and you lead the flop, or you lead the betting action.
It used to be like considered a donkey play because you should just check and let the guy who's
Bet, and then if you're going to bet, just and then
Then raise
and
it.
wait,
Right.
and then 3-bet him at that
It's
point.
supposed to represent like uber strength.
Oh, wow. You guys are using a lot of words.
I don't know.
I have never used in a poker game before, but that doesn't mean anything at all. I talked about playing 7-card stuff with my grandparents last week, so
Ooh, Dabber folds 10 deuce.
that's
Unreal.
about my my expertise stops there.
I don't know.
Ooh,
What?
pocket kings.
I'm assuming he's going to raise.
Come
here.
on.
15.
Wait, did he raise?
Yeah, he raised.
Oh,
to
thank
15.
God. I thought he just.
So look at this sizing. If he just makes it 8 or 9,000, ace 6,
And what are the blinds? 4-8.
2,000,
4.
4,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2-4.
So nobody's
Yeah,
opened
wow.
in this whole time, and now he goes
So he
to
just
15.
4x'd it.
Yeah.
That's too much, huh?
Yeah, because ace 6 folded, and now he's.
And I
ace
mean, in all
5
honesty, when
folded.
you have kings, you want the ace with the bad kicker,
in there every single time,
right?
Good luck, buddy.
But do you like trying to extract from like the chip leader here in the big blind, knowing that?
I mean, he does. He gets a call, so I mean, it worked. But two of the best, Dapper says. Two of the best in this hand. So it's Brandon, Chris, Ken, and Dapper from the past doing the commentary.
Try to go small here. You know you're good. Don't blast them off.
How much? How much? How much?
16.
16.
Ooh.
Half pot, a little heavy.
Well,
but it's all right.
I mean, I don't mind the 16 after you've let out with 15.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's
Because
trying
it gets really goofy if you bet, what, like $5,000? I mean, right?
and he's looking to get all his chips in there, so it gives him the ability to jam river or turn.
John B is the 1 seat? Or
Yes.
is it Al? Who's in the 1 seat?
John B. All right, Dapper under the gun with 4 bigs.
10 deuce.
So we talk about range here. What's his range? Quick, before the cards come
Any
out.
king,
Oh, no.
any queens.
So 10 deuce is not in that range.
No, 10 deuce is a fold. Take your hand.
He thinks otherwise.
Wow.
And he runs into jacks.
So much for you guys being experts.
Well,
And then runs into jacks.
No.
this is why you fold 10 deuce.
Do you call or come over the top here?
I just raise. I just make it
All in
34,000.
15,000.
So he calls.
He flats. Maybe it's not terrible.
And then
there's
the...
merits to both plays.
Oh, I got you. So Dapper went all in. Marlon just called. Fold, fold, fold. King 9 hearts?
I'm in
Al?
there.
King 9 hearts, Al? I mean, we know he's not that far behind. I mean,
11 to win 36. Almost 4 to 1. Only got to be 20%. He's 32%. Get it in there.
Yeah.
can you make the call? Dun, dun, dun. Nope.
Now we are getting close to the bubble, so you know.
Well, no, we
I
started at
see.
8. We're down to 6. I mean, the bubble's probably one
Right.
more spot, right?
Right. So I
We're
see
legit
him.
on the bubble.
He's only got 10 big blinds as it is. It's like, is he putting it all in there?
10 down to 20%, 18%, 5 outs. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Tens and deuces.
there it is.
Hello.
Wow. I
That's
guess
a scoop.
that's why you get it in with 10 deuce when you clearly he knew he was going to turn 2 pair and be good.
Blinds are 3,600.
It's that dapper range.
All right,
Blinds
blinds
are
are
up.
up, so everybody's stacks just got a little bit smaller, right?
These are big blinds based on the last blinds
Yeah.
too, so it's going to be even heftier than that.
Man, I'm so bad.
Hopefully nobody else noticed that little pause in the commentary. Brandon had to go to the bathroom. You all good now, Brando?
Yeah, it's tough on the keto.
Tough on the keto. Nice.
Bathroom breaks.
All right, we are up to hand number 8, and we've already lost 2 players. Dapper's been all in twice. Doubled up both
With
times.
10 deuce and what? Jack
Ace.
3?
Jack,
Ace.
Oh, ace
oh,
six.
ace
Ace
6.
six.
Okay, the ace is not bad.
No.
Jack 9 from the 1 seed. Auto
Probably just a
fold.
fold.
Yeah, I mean,
If Ace King's not a raise.
right.
Let's check it.
10
10 deuce.
deuce.
Fold. All right, button here. Chip leader.
I find that we,
There you go, Al. I love it.
Al's
Al's
Finally.
making moves. Small blind, putting him to the pressure. Although he's doing it to Dapper, who's
Probably going to call it.
Yeah,
anything, but
That's
hey,
the only thing he probably doesn't call it.
I still like it.
it's good. Putting pressure on people, right?
Uh-huh.
Especially when you're the.
Here we go.
I mean, Al
5,
just-
7, 7, 9, 10, and 11 bigs. This.
Well, here's the thing. Al literally it's 3,000, 6,000. So there is what 15K in the pot, and he literally just got 33. I mean, he went from 30 to 45, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's terrible math there, but.
How's that terrible math?
6 plus 3 is 9,000, and he was in for his big blind of 3,000. So there was
right.
6,000 for him to win, but yeah.
But the idea was sound,
Right. Yeah, just
Chip up.
yeah. All right,
I
10's
need to be
here.
good at math.
Here's a raise. 12, maybe 15K.
That's
It's
about
like
what it is.
12, yeah.
Look at that.
I like that raise.
I like that sizing. Everybody's so short. There's no need to raise more than double. Ooh, ace
Ace
4.
4
This
from
is
the
the-
chip leader.
Exactly the kind of. Look at that. You're gonna get ace 4 to fold. Love it. He actually had a hand, but you don't need a hand, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to raise.
What do you guys think of the show?
The show?
Yeah, I mean, like he bet 12,000, little 2x, and then shows 10.
I think it's just like I like the show when you have a good.
I just
hand.
meant in general.
It
How do you
builds
guys-
your reputation.
I mean, is that
Yeah.
as long as you're using it's a means to an end, meaning at some point you're going to use that image to your
Right, to
advantage.
double it with the Jack 4 suited.
I also want to throw out there, folks that are watching, that Dapper is the one sitting next to this camera that we're all watching
Wobble
move
around now?
Yeah, it's we like to call it the Dapper cam because that's probably what he sees at this moment.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa, who's that good-looking guy?
Al, ace 5.
Like it.
Oh, actually,
bigs.
I apologize, Dapper. That was me messing with the camera.
See, here's a tough spot here with 4s.
folds?
And he mucks them.
Yeah, I don't like little pairs.
I'd be all in.
Not unless I can limp in and try to catch a set.
It seems like Al's been playing tight.
Boom, Al. Now he picks up 9 more thousand. And just like that.
Al is my
55.
new pick to win this tournament.
Well,
Well, what?
good luck.
Yeah, I mean, I know who wins,
GL.
but still, I like the way Al's doing it right now. I mean, he's just chipping up. He just went from last in chips to third in chips.
I would just be all in every hand if I was playing this tournament.
And just make the other players
Uh-huh.
come to you.
Yeah.
How many times do you have to go all in and win to make it worthwhile? Is there some kind of like
So you
formula
change?
here?
Well, yeah, no,
I
there's no
just-
type of formula.
No, I know. What I meant was like,
Every time you go all in and win, you win a big blind and a half.
yeah.
And like Dapper only has 4 big blinds, so if you go all in and win twice and then double them up, you only lose 1 blind. All right, King Jack all in. This is great. This is just a great tournament.
Jack 4, Stacia hand.
In the
No.
muck, but like right
Stacia
here,
would've played it.
Dapper's got 4 bigs and he gets it through.
And gets a walk.
That's how tight they're playing. But I mean, you have to play that tight because nobody has any chips. This isn't like a standard tournament where some guys have 9 bigs and other guys have 50.
Right.
Like no, but 12s is
12 to 6 is the difference.
Right.
12 big blinds to 6.
So if last place doubles up off first place, they switch spots, which is insane. So like you have to play super tight. There's also a little thing called ICM, but
They're not there.
Intercontinental missiles?
Continental missiles. That was good.
Oh, those are IBMs.
Ah.
Damn. Nah, that's what they stand for. Intercontinental ballistic
Dudes.
missiles. Come
I
on,
see.
Brandon. You were born in sometime in the 80s, 89?
No.
90?
90.
Chris, when were you born?
86.
Oh, my lord.
There we go. Ace 9
that's
suited.
From one of the chip leaders,
12
right?
or 13K. Oh,
And
he
it's
limps.
6, just limped. Jack Deuce, no.
Okay.
King 9, thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. He's a small blind, got a call, right?
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Now,
10-5 there.
if he opens the 13 here, he probably gets both these hands to fold.
True. This is true. He just wins 9,000. But now he's got to win 12,000 the hard way. Which he does.
Yep. Ace right out the chute.
Gosh, I never.
It's an easy game
You
to
think you
flip
get any
range.
chips from the middle pair 10?
10 might call once.
I like a call there. Back to a flush.
I mean, John's got to be like, man, Marlon's the chip leader and he didn't raise. How does he have many aces?
Right.
But then he's like, oh man, he limped. He could have Jack 10, Queen 10, King 10. Which is exactly what he's thinking right now. I can see.
I wish we had like little bubbles.
I wonder if he had an
What am I
ace.
thinking?
I don't know, but he might have a 10. Okay.
But even if he has a 10, he's still got his 10 beat.
Right.
Right, yeah.
So he folds. Good fold, disciplined fold. Again, one I wouldn't have been able to make, but
I find that to be most of what I do.
yeah. People out there, if you're playing against me, just value bet at me straight. You got me. I'm calling you
Call,
now.
call.
One pair. Good.
Good.
Yeah, I've seen Brandon call out somebody's range and still call.
Yep.
Those were my favorite, like, what were they, poker after, not poker after dark. What was the one Daniel Negreanu played where they played
High
the cash
stakes
game?
poker.
High stakes poker, when he's like, I know you got fives. I know you got fives. That's so sick.
I
I call $140,000. I got fives. No kidding. The whole world knew he had fives. Why did he still call? I guess that $150,000 was just worth being right.
play
It's a high price to pay to be right. Marlon from the hijack position decides to fold. I only know that's the hijack position
It
because...
says HJ.
Yeah.
So that fold with ace-9 there on the button.
Crazy fold.
Who's ace-9 folded on the button?
2-seat.
Gotta play some of them.
Ace-9 on the button, you just go all in. If they have a better hand than you,
You lose.
You
It
lose.
is what it is.
It's tough to find a better spot than ace-9 on the button.
And what's the time on these blinds? 12 minutes?
12 minutes.
12-minute levels. Yeah.
So they'd be going up quick.
Roughly every 12 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
No antes, though, so you can't sit a little bit longer. But, I mean, if you're not waiting for an ace-something in
Ace-9 on the
six-handed
button.
play, like,
I mean, I'm like fist
where it's
pumping.
folded to you...
Or
I mean,
ace-king in the big blind?
Yeah.
Well,
Eight bigs?
yeah. I don't know.
Maybe he misread his hand.
Jack 8,
my
dapper.
favorite hand.
Got to get it in there.
Checks.
No, just a limp.
3 ways.
Limp dapper.
This is a coin flip for everybody. 3 to the flop.
And you see
William has position. But it's interesting that William limps the 5-4 of
but
hearts here.
folds the ace-9.
But folds the ace-9. But hey, to each their own. Al checks. This is a standard dapper bet and try and take it down.
I like it. Take
Me too.
stabs. I mean,
Al's been. I mean, this guy. Yeah.
everybody's been pretty tight.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the aggressor, you're gonna pick up more chips.
Yep. Like even.
I mean, how much was in that pot?
18,000.
And what did he bet into it? 6? The mint?
Man,
To get 12.
shipping.
Yeah.
That's a great value. That's Costco type pricing
I know.
right there.
Well,
King,
what is
king,
that?
queen. It's one of those flops where like they don't have a king.
I mean, basically, if the guy's got a king, he's gonna do it. Now, I like the super educated move. How did one of those guys check, get somebody to fire, and then just
Rip.
rip all in?
Rep the king.
And represent that
Just
you've
what-
got it.
Well, William's the only one that would have.
I mean, it works there, and again, it's easy to know because we know what the cards are, but
Right.
I don't know, I think
William
it's neat.
opens that 5-4 of hearts. Min raise and then
He probably
lead that
takes it
flop.
down.
Yep.
I bet he doesn't even get a call.
Probably not.
He raises it, probably gets folded to him.
There you go.
All right.
John,
Now-
King
ace
six.
king,
Now he's got king 6. In the
calls
hijack.
by ace king,
Ace-king
dappers
calls.
queen deuce, quick fold.
So like for me, the ace-9 is just such a better spot than this.
Why? What's the difference?
Because he's ace-9 on the button and he gets to shove into 2 blinds.
He's trying to get through
Now
4
he's
people.
now
here.
he's trying to get through 4 people with king 6.
But it's suited, Brandon.
It is suited,
I do
and
like
he is
suited.
30%, even though he's dominated. And they don't have to pick up ace king.
Yeah. I mean, he just hit a
Hey,
6
you
here
just
right on
hit
the
a
flop.
6. It's easy when you hit a 6.
I love this game.
Does he fade?
What a
I don't
percentage what?
He does.
He
Boom.
does. He doubles.
Shows what you two know.
Shows what we know.
Isn't that funny? You can play the game right, and then it's still. I mean, it's
utterly
70-30.
dominated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just sometimes that 30% hits.
Yeah.
And now everyone's squared up pretty much here.
999-876. It's every man's game.
I love it. So at this point, when everybody's even in chips and everybody doesn't have a huge chip stack relative to the blinds, as a player, I mean, do you speed up? Do
I think
you
it's
slow
one or the other.
down?
It's one or the other. You got to play uber tight and just try and ladder, or
Depends on your image. You got to stick to one or the other, right?
Yeah.
You can't just be.
don't go in the middle ground.
You either got to be super aggressive and just get into every pot like a tiger in a pen of pandas.
Yeah.
Well, you said how many?
A tiger panda pen?
A tiger panda pen. Right.
Just like that.
I couldn't think of what's something super aggressive, like I don't know, an 18-year-old at a gentleman's club
Right. Right.
with a fistful of dollars.
Just
Or
Fistful.
you got to be the super cool old guy at the gentleman's
Just
club
sitting
that's
there
just
drinking
like,
his old
yeah,
fashioned.
hanging back. Let the girls come to you. Turn a few away. Let them know you're playing hard to get. Right?
You said they have to win how many blinds to?
You win what? Two blinds or 1.5 blinds every time. Chip leader has 9 bigs. If you can get it through 4 times, that's 6 bigs. You're almost a chip leader. All right, we got the 6 deuce versus the 7 deuce. This is great.
With 6 on flop again.
Donk leads.
Donk leads gets called here. This is a nice little float by the 1 seat. So the 1 seat doesn't play any hands, but now the 7 deuce is trying to get creative. Hopefully he
Can you
fires.
get Marlon to fold?
I don't know. Marlon's betting
Marlon
again.
just sticks it in with the third pair.
He's confident with that mid pair
Yeah, well, I mean,
on the flop. I mean, he's not got. He has no ace.
yeah, I mean, no ace. You would like to think if a player has been playing tight, and you would think that maybe he noticed this, that he's got to raise with an ace, right?
He's got less than 9 bigs.
Check ace king.
But he doesn't know that.
That's true. We
doesn't know
only
We
saw
know that.
We know
He
that.
doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, last week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 players.
So they're not the
There's
money.
bubbles on the.
They're still not the
No,
money.
it's the legit money bubble, right?
Right.
No chop outs, which is
I'm
odd.
trying to remember if they made a deal.
I think if
for
they made a
fifth.
deal, the game would have gone faster, right?
No, I think it was for the bubble. Well, the payouts are in here.
All right. 10-4 mock. I hope Al picks up something spicy.
Sorry about that.
Limp to him.
He was having some trouble with
One of the
green.
cards got stuck together. One of them got stuck.
All right, Miss Deal.
Is it a misdeal or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Deal. Al had 3 cards. Was gonna try and discard one.
Ah, that
That only
happens.
happens in.
Does anybody know in a
Hold on.
tournament, Mr. Brando? In TDA rules, if you have 3 cards,
Your hand's dead.
right? Now, what? You're just dead?
Dead.
What point does it become a misdeal? Like here, it was a misdeal. Why was it a misdeal? Rules question number 574.
Because there was no action.
No action. No calls. No raises. No nothing.
Yeah.
As long as you notice that your cards are bad, like you only got 1 card or you've got 3 cards, you got to notice that prior to any action. Because once there's action, we can't go backwards.
Right.
You just play the hand out as is.
Well,
Well, and then your hand would be dead anyways if there's action. So you
How
don't. You're
much
not forced
action?
to call.
2.
right. So if the guy under the gun opens, then you realize that you're still good.
Right.
Sucks for the guy who opens with aces, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He
he would have
wouldn't
got
have
aces. Right. That's the thing that I think people always get upset about. Is that the cards would be different if there wasn't a third card.
all right. So
somewhere else or one
Marlon
card
limps the
somewhere else.
button again. I think he thinks he can outplay these guys.
Definitely a playable hand.
I
Not really
like
a
it.
playable hand.
The 2. No, it's the John. John is in the 1 seat. William is the 2 seat.
Mm-hmm.
The other John is the 3 seat who's been playing a little bit more aggressive.
Yes.
But he's not in this hand.
All right. Well, this is pretty much gin for Marlon on the turn. He picks up a pair, and John picks up an open ender, so he should be able to bet here comfortably.
And William gets a backdoor flush.
Ooh.
Oh,
he might
wow. This is a nice hand.
Well, we'll really see how tight John is here. 12 of 38. It's still not like an easy call.
Yeah, you're down to.
And I don't think you can even
I mean,
shove
I would
a
say
good
it's
three.
roughly a third of his chips.
Right.
Yes.
That's
Good-
good,
it's good
good
math.
math.
That's good math. All right, I wanted to prove to the people of CCG that I can actually do math on
So
the
now
fly.
Do you
William's
overcall?
got to be pumped here. You got to call.
Overcall?
Oh, yeah.
For sure. With
He
those
bet
odds.
12, right?
Right. So now William, 12 to win 48,000.
Which is, I mean, essentially a double up.
4 to 1.
4 to 1, so you have to be 20%.
He's got it.
21%!
So the math says call. And I mean, this is just a big hand for this tournament. A diamond rips off here, and
Yeah,
I mean,
it changes the whole dynamic.
Depending on.
Diamond! That's 7. Squadoosh.
Marlon's going to win a pretty decent sized pot here. He's probably just going to
Check it all the way down.
Yeah, to check
Do-
that.
is there any value to betting here?
Not
no,
really.
right?
No.
What are you going to get to call? Jack 9?
Yeah, I get the only people who call are,
Specifically?
is when you lose, right?
Yeah, like maybe exactly Jack 9. All right, Marlon.
Now, do you still like that limp
No,
Worked
I'd
out.
still just raise, but
Yeah.
Which limp?
Marlon's lip
on the button?
But hey, we got to realize they're playing tight. Everybody's playing tight.
Did you find when you're at a final table, where one player is aggressive, does that encourage other players to become more aggressive? Is it kind of like a dog-eat-dog type of thing? You know what I'm talking about? Like, is it the fact that the entire community here of this final table is everybody's kind of taking a very reserved approach? Does that just kind of
I think, yeah, I mean,
permeate with the other players?
I think when you have an aggressive player at the final table, it makes other people.
Right? It's like
Go
throwing
after
chum
that
in the
player.
water almost. It's like you
Right.
get more action going, I feel like. I mean, I don't know that.
Or you play Tyner because you know that he's going to make a mistake with a bad hand eventually.
And that would be the smart play.
Right.
All right.
Like when this
So
is
if
cash
you're playing a
game,
final
so
table and you notice everybody's playing super tight,
you should just be
you
loose.
should change gears and go to manic mode.
Well, not manic mode, but open your buttons.
Okay.
Open your buttons, suited connectors, in position.
Yeah. I mean, everything's easier in position.
So Al here.
Speaking
leading his
of
top
positions.
pair.
Uh-huh.
No, I had nothing. I just wanted to say,
Oh, yeah.
speaking of positions,
So Al limps under the gun with the king 6 and
walks,
gets it through. Flops top pair.
sees a flop. Dapper just quietly ends up third in chips right
Yep,
now,
and
huh?
now he's content and he's texting his boys that he's going to win.
Hey, got all
Five-
this money.
Five big blinds.
Texting his 2 backers. Hey, we might have
Makeup.
beer
I got some makeup
we might have
coming.
beer money tonight, boys.
Extra beer money.
Actually, I think Kevin did pretty good at St. Andrews. This
Yeah,
time.
he did.
Yes.
Won the PLO table for a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Billy with somebody's hamburger.
He was pretty entertaining.
King 7 suited. Under the gun.
A little open.
Nah, I think it's a limp.
This is-
Apparently blinds went up. They're 4,000, 8,000. We might have missed that in our... Ace 5 again. I mean,
He's
do you
only
call
got
it
five.
Ace 5 there when
No,
somebody
now-
under the gun limps?
no,
Now that's
no.
a good fold.
Now
I
it's
mean, the
scary.
range goes much
Yeah.
tighter.
And Al,
Soon as
Al
anybody
wakes up
else-
with
right
Ace
there.
Jack.
See, punishment, Al.
Puts Dapper all in.
Tell him. You can't really put anybody all in.
Well, I know. Put him to the test. How about that?
Yeah, that works. Here he is being tested.
But limping 5 big blinds under the gun with king 7.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know.
It's one of those things that if it gets through, we're like, oh, he's a genius. If he gets called, we
I
go,
mean, Al-
man, what a doofus move that is.
Al just did it a hand before. It worked
Yeah,
out.
and it worked. I mean, he's still only 60-40. I mean, when you're at King 7, what are you hoping to be? 60-40
60-40.
is your best bet?
Well,
So
you
now
hope
you
they
win.
have 6s, or 5s, or 4s, or 3s. Then you're 50-50.
So, really, 60-40 is your best bet?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're going to be dominated a bunch.
So it worked for Al, but it didn't work for Dapper.
Yeah.
And now he's got another big
Well, it's not
blind.
that it doesn't work. It's just...
Well, how are you going to make it work when you limp under the gun?
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. You're going to have to see a flop. Nobody can raise. Then you're going to have to see a flop. Then you're going to have to flop something. Then you're going to have to play a hand out of position. And you're going to have to win it.
So those are all merits for doing it, correct?
No.
Oh, the
Just
opposite.
check.
Ooh,
It's
fake
tough.
aces. I hate looking down at Ace 4 because I squeeze him out real slow and I look at that first
Milo's probably
ace.
just going to fold. Yeah, he's under the gun. Might as well just fold.
Like that.
Queen E5. Eight,
All right,
nine.
Al. Come on, Al. Just do it again. All right, just...
Al doesn't have trouble reading his cards. He just doesn't put them in the circle.
No, yeah.
Folks, just so you know,
All right,
all you got to do is
Dapper's-
put those
this
two
is
cards in
Dapper
the
all
circle.
All in. Slam dunk all in.
6 is a slam dunk all in?
Easy, because Al
Why?
why? Because Al shoved you into you 3 times.
Oh.
This time he just put 4,000 and tried to see a flop.
Oh, it's the limp that got you the... I see. I'm learning this game.
I mean, if Al just shoves, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
But Al just limped. It's like, okay.
If he shoves, you're what? 50-50 at
Right.
best?
Still no chips in this tournament. This is an awesome tournament. You guys ever need to work on your short stacking, come play the Tweener. Because,
Well, I mean, when you get a 40-something person tournament
oh yeah,
that's designed to be really a
Over-
20-person tournament,
sure.
right? I mean, it's...
right.
They very rarely get to this level.
No,
not,
it's-
not
it's
to
usually-
the sense, or at this point they're heads
Up, right?
You know,
Yeah, the
where
chips
you've
are down
got
to only two
right. It's a
people.
different. It's a different dynamic. Ooh,
Right.
Dapper with Ace Jack. Oh, and William went all in with Jack 9.
Under,
What's he thinking about?
trying to get
Or is he
through.
trying to get the idea of maybe luring somebody else in?
Yeah.
I never understand that. I know I'm calling. There's no reason to. Is it the idea that he's
You
thinking
gotta make
call
it look
or
like a
raise?
decision, yeah. Well, then make it look to the other players
Man,
like he's deciding.
anybody who plays against me probably knows exactly what cards I have.
Yeah.
I don't think about any of this stuff.
One, he's like a 41.
He's sizing
like-
up. He's all in pretty much here. I mean,
Yeah.
they have been playing kind of tight. You could be a little bit scared that you're beat.
Ace King, Ace
You
Queen.
can't lay it down, though.
Yeah, I can't lay that down.
Marlin Mox.
6-handed, Ace Jack.
Never.
Now, what about Marlin? Any merit for Marlin to call here? Knock two
Nope.
players out, get a massive chip stack. See, again, I should just do the opposite of what I'm thinking. In my mind, I'm thinking, man, I can knock two guys out right now.
But it's harder to win a hand against 4 cards. He's only got 3,000 there. No, yes. What do you got? 8,000?
Oh, yeah, 100,000 in chips.
All right.
Ooh, the stand-up sit-down.
70-30.
70-30. My money's on Dapper.
I'm going to take William.
Smart
He's
money.
already come back from behind.
That's 6 again.
Just going to need a 9.
All night long.
Well, it looks like the money bubble
GG.
bursts
Ooh.
wide open.
Dapper with a casual good game. Stacking up 4 big blinds to start this final table.
And
Chip
we have
leader.
almost a
Well,
new... Nah, close. Marlin still got over 100K.
But they're right there with each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's one big blind.
All right, so where's the button at, and when is the Johns getting in the blinds?
It's on Dapper.
So,
John is under the gun, so he's got one more free hand.
and this
No, I'm
John's
sorry.
in the
The
big
4
blind.
seed is also John. So no, this,
1 seed John.
Yeah, the 1 seed John,
Big
which
blind.
is this. They're both small stacks, right?
They both have 3 bigs.
Oh, wow.
So basically, the 4 seed under the gun here, it's like this hand or next hand. 10-3, he'll take next.
And the 1 seed's got to be thinking this hand,
This hand,
He's
unless
a big
it's
blind. He has
super
to,
bad,
right?
Right.
How bad does it have to be? There you go. Good call, Chris. Getting him to register those cards. Dapper, don't give away the chips that you just got.
All right, so I don't know what this is. Is this
So
a
he
raise?
he opens knowing that. this guy's-
You know, but maybe Queen 7 is better than an average hand. Actually, Queen 7 is the exact middle.
Is it?
It is. Queen 7 offsuit. Queen 7 slightly better.
Ooh.
Queen 7 is the most average hand in poker.
12 to win.
Look at this.
Ugh,
Look at
10
this.
deuce. I mean, do you call it? I mean, he folded 18,000. Or, I'm sorry. Blinds
8 of his
4 8.
18,000. 8 of his
Oh,
24,000.
I'm sorry. I keep thinking it's a big blind ante, so I'm adding the ante,
extra.
but there's not. So it's
No.
just 8K. It's still a third of his chips, though.
Right.
I guess with 10 deuce, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Wait for the next one.
Fold?
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess.
Unless you're Dapper and then you're sticking it against Jackson.
Get 10 deuce.
It just turned 2 pair.
But,
Game's easy when you get 2 pair. Oh, Al. When we ever get to know what your cards are? Dapper's... He's rocking it out right now. Just so everybody knows, Dapper he does not have any headphones on. He's just rocking it out on his own. Marlin, fake aces. Ace 4 suited.
yep, this is raise.
And he raises, looks about...
No,
he limped.
He's
8,000.
limped the button like 4 or 5 times.
Ooh! We talked all that smack about folding ace king, not calling with the ace 9, wakes up with queens. Is it too late, though?
He's got 2 bigs.
Insta call.
I mean, you're going to get called by anything, right?
Yeah.
It's got 3
If
big
it was me, I
blinds.
guess that's 18,000. Damn.
It's not even
2 big
Yeah, 2.
I mean, Marlon calls with any 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
You don't even
Right.
need to look at your cards.
No.
Wow. It's still on...
Now, if you're Marlin, do you like the open there or the limp?
I would be.
ooh,
open.
queen in the window.
Yeah, but he's still got a gun ball.
Yeah. And backdoor diamonds.
Going to need a diamond on the turn. 5 of diamonds.
I would just a 5.
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's
going to do
over.
it.
Okay, ball game over. All right, so he doubles from 2 big blinds to
And-
4 big blinds, but still, that's plenty at this tournament.
And he's got 3 free hands.
Yeah,
And 2 big blinds to 5 big blinds. That's huge.
yeah.
And John B's in the small blind with 2.
So looking like a ladder for John,
Yeah.
assuming John B doesn't pick up queens with 2 big blinds.
I always like when I get...
10,000.
John,
So here you can't really steal because you know that the small blind's going all in.
Right.
He's got 5,000 out there, so I think the blinds are up to 5K, 10K. Dapper loves
Oh.
the suited kings.
And blinds are up to 5, 10.
Yeah, 5K, 10K.
Blinds just went up.
Yep.
Ace.
So everybody's stacks just got
Shrunk.
20% smaller.
Raise all in.
Could be worse than Queen 10.
Yeah, Queen 10, you're kind of satisfied.
I mean, you said slightly better than middle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2 face cards. I like blackjack hands.
I mean, it's not really 2 face cards.
I mean, I'm thinking
Broadway
like...
cards. 2 Broadway.
There you go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
thanks,
That's
Chris.
the way.
2 Broadway
Oh.
cards. It's 2 big cards.
Does a 10 have a face on it?
I mean,
Look at
Yeah,
Al
the
getting
three, dude.
spicy.
you know what? I'm disappointed we haven't seen more of his hands because I feel like Al.
Well, he was in for
he
10,000.
is fun.
It's only 9,000 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get in there.
9,000
This
to
is
win.
this is the game that I like to play.
Right.
I want to see stuff and try to knock players out. And,
And this is almost Dapper's fault for limping here.
And it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah.
and
Dapper
what a
just-
Dapper limp with King 8.
Yeah, if Dapper raises,
All right, 997.
if Dapper raises, John B still gets in and Al just folds.
997. Mr. Dapper, 80% chance to win here.
Al's drawing dead.
Do you like this bet?
No, but
Explain why.
Stack, heads up,
'Cause-
top, what do you guys got?
You're only gonna get called if you're beat.
It's not really accomplishing much.
What does it accomplish? You're just putting chips in there.
Tweener 10.
And spades.
So in this exact instance, oh no, yeah, spades. Okay.
Oh, I was going to say it's a
Fold out,
chop,
chop.
but no, it's not a chop. It's spades.
Yeah.
I missed the spade draw, so I do
Yeah.
kind of like the bet there. But I don't know. I'm always. Should you be worried about betting another player out when there's a player all in the hand, or no?
I
Yeah.
think you want that player out, so, right? So unless you have a lead hand.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of does have a made hand there.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's a
2
big
pair with
hand.
King High. He's got to be beating Al's range.
Right.
Right.
Al should never have a 9 or an ace or a 7. So Dapper's good.
Because he would have bet any of them.
Probably.
But
He'd have bet the 9 on the flop. He'd have bet the 7 on the turn, and the ace in the river.
Probably, or pre-flop.
Right.
problem is,
Ooh, he flips over an ace on it. Okay.
if that guy, if Al's got like 5s there, right?
Right.
You're folding out a pair against. If the other guy has an ace high, he's beating.
But on the turn, it was counterfeited.
Oh, right.
So we're down to 4 or 5.
4.
John just got knocked out. John B.
Yep.
Or,
25,000.
All right, so Al limps, Dapper punishment, and I love it because he's going to get a better hand. Oh, he calls. Okay.
No, Al gets the
Sticky.
I'm pissed all in.
I mean, this is going to
Yeah,
be
I
a chop
get
a
it.
lot of the time.
and I think this goes back to your sentiment, right? Like of seeing a player be aggressive a lot. I think Dapper's opened
Yep.
wide, and
Yep.
Al had enough of it.
And that's ace in the window. Ooh,
Chop
ace
it up.
4.
Chop it up.
Dapper asked if he wants to chop, and then he had to
Oh,
do.
this is
Oh!
easy game.
Oh my lord!
And listen,
Is-
Al actually thinks like they can chop still because he said that.
Oh no, we can't actually chop it down.
You cannot do chop. You cannot do chop.
No, I was kidding.
Folks, just so you know, you can't actually chop before you're all in. That's a no-no in general.
Be an interesting move, huh? Like
So the one seat, it's kind of paid off that he was so tight early, right? I mean, he didn't
Yeah.
put himself at risk. We kind of gave him some shit about it, even though I said we weren't supposed to swear, and I'm the one swearing. We kind of gave him a little bit about being super tight and not kind of making moves, but here he is. Now he's going to get third place money, guaranteed. He's still got chips to possibly go on a run here.
Okay.
Now, in all sentiment, or you are going against the 2 huge stacks here, and you're a teeny tiny stack, which means even if you get aces, you're getting called with every single hand.
but you've seen those two be active, right? So
Yeah, but
they
the
could run into each other.
I mean, those two got to be thinking too. There's no way they're going to try to knock the other one out with this third guy in the
This
lead,
is
right?
ICM.
I mean, at that you would think about that, right? Players, if you've got 80% of the chips between you and another guy, maybe you don't play a big pot. I don't know.
so right off the bat here,
Middle pair versus flush draw. Dapper leads into him, no fear.
and
How could the guy ever have an ace?
Dapper opened pre too, so he leads.
I'd be
20.
interested to see if Marlon shoved here.
Could Dapper call?
Oh, he
And he
snapped off.
snapped.
Okay.
Wow, so the whole thing I just said doesn't happen, just happened?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
So Dapper cares less about ICM and the guy having 4 bigs and just says,
I call.
Let's
I'll
go.
take third. All he's got to do is fade heart.
Yeah.
Oh, no! What a game! What a sick, cruel game. Poker is a cruel, cruel mistress, folks.
And so Dapper's still at 10 big blinds, but
Yeah.
didn't have
Wow.
to do that.
Yeah, but it was
But
fun.
he- yeah, he's
it makes
there.
for good TV.
I feel like he
He's
knew he
ahead.
was good.
I feel like there should be a Dapper channel on YouTube, just stuff Dapper does.
Yeah.
Folks, if you knew the stuff Dapper does, it's great.
Well, yeah, because if he opens there, right, like he knows that an ace is coming over the top pre-flop. So
How about Marlon just being like, I'm not going to get pushed around, I'm all in, take it to me, and Little does he know that Dapper
It's just gonna
snap
call the
calls
second pair.
right 100% of the time. But I kind of really like both of those plays.
10,000.
Jack Deuce, he's going to take some time with this one, right?
And I think Dapper at this point, like his mind frame is he came in with 4 big blinds. Like
This is free money, anyways.
yeah,
Like
he never expected to get to this point.
I mean, let's be fair, it was always free money for him, but
True. Opening with the Jack Deuce.
yeah.
all right, 6-3 is gonna muck.
And you know the one seat's super tight. So I mean, he's just putting pressure on the one seat. John.
Eight
Okay.
deuce.
8 deuce.
Couldn't fold quicker.
Yeah.
Boom, 15,000 back for Dapper. He only lost 70,000 last hand.
Like that.
Fifth of it right back. 20% of his chips right back.
Gosh, and him and Marlon almost back to even. John's hanging strong with that 3 big blinds. I'm kind
That's his
of
magic number.
I'm kind of digging it. I think it's awesome.
He doesn't have much time here, so
I mean, at some point, right? That's the whole point here, is that you're never going to get that much time.
All right, let's see if Marlon continues limping on the button with his hand as good as Queen 10 of spades, or if he goes for the raise. Looks like a limp.
Yep.
It's been a strategy all tournament long. Ace 3 limps over.
Induce.
Oh, he went all in. Good.
Okay.
Oh, no, he called.
he's limped.
Wow.
I don't like that.
Taking notes over there.
If you're going to put in chips, put them all in. Again, we're the ones talking from over here, and he's the one in the tournament. Down to 13%.
So he gets out flopped when the 3-4 probably wouldn't have called.
No,
Yeah, but
no
the
way.
Queen 10 might have called.
Yeah, Queen 10.
Yeah, but at that point, he got outflopped by both of them.
Yeah.
Wow, and he's got the stones to lay it down.
Marlon just shoves. And boom, takes it down.
Nice. It's a nice sized pot for.
He probably knows he's only getting called by 2 pair there, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Dapper
once
never
Dapper's
resists.
out, he
Yeah,
doesn't even care if the other guy
No, I
calls.
know, like
right?
I'm saying Dapper, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're pushing it in there.
Down to 3. 8 to 3. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed it does the graphics that shows how much they get paid out.
When we put it in.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
All right, so John's got 2 bigs. He should really be shoving any ace, any king, any queen, any suited connector.
And we don't get
We didn't see that one. I bet it was none of
I
those.
bet it was terrible.
Bet it was ace king.
He probably would have put it in for a limp. All right, Dapper calls 6-5. Marlon
Oh, love it.
6-4.
6-4. I hope they play a hand. Oh, it was just a limp and a check?
And again,
Nice.
the other guy's sitting on 3 big blinds.
Right, no chips. This other guy's no. He's basically all in next hand.
Oh, yeah, because he's a big blind next
So
hand.
you aren't gonna want to play.
They
2,
both flop a gun.
3.
Big one.
All right, so they both need to flop the other one, right?
They both need the other one.
Dapper needs a 4. Marlon needs a 5.
Yep.
Paired
That's
to either
awesome.
would be bad news. And a
Oh,
5.
no. Dapper, no, don't bet it. Marlon's got to
10K.
check. Does anybody else have the same tell that underneath the table I have to count on my fingers? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's
No,
checking.
anybody else do that?
Only in Omaha when I pull.
Well, there's like twice as many cards there. It's a lot harder.
Gangster Steve's like, oh, I think I got a straight here.
I think I have a straight.
So do you like a flat here? Or do you want like
Flat, flat, flat.
He's got the nuts.
Keep all
Yeah.
the bluffs in. All you're gonna do is raise and get.
All you're trying to fade here is a heart, right? The only thing you're worried about is a heart?
Yeah, and even a lot of hard draws would be bet on the flop.
And you can even see in Marlon's face, like, why are you calling me? But why did you raise?
I love the confused poker player look.
All right, so Marlon's extremely happy right now.
Yeah. Nothing better than having the stone cold. Does Dapper have any outs? He has 4 for a chop, right?
Yeah.
Chop outs.
Oh, I love getting my chips in with a chop out.
The heart
Those
does
just
come,
got bigger.
but
What do you like here?
a
He
bet.
checks.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
mean-
gosh.
He checks the nuts pretty much.
Well, it's not the nuts.
Well-
There's a flush out there.
True.
Checking the nuts would be
Yeah.
against the rules. You're not allowed to do that. When
like
you're
a check
when
back
yours
there?
is the last action.
No, I'm betting for value, all in. Put Dapper to the test.
Because is Dapper ever checking a flush there?
No.
A missing
No.
value?
No.
No, I guess.
Plus, this is in Omaha. I think you're in Omaha mode, which
Yeah.
I tend to be when
What
I
are you
play
talking
Omaha.
about? I don't know what the blinds are. I don't know what the structure is, and I'm playing the wrong game.
Yeah, well, like
Yeah,
flushes-
clearly I have
flushes
a
and
wonderful.
hold don't happen. Like,
So what are
it's
your-
hard to have a flush.
Maybe
what
he
are
thought
your
it was
thoughts?
short deck, and flush beats a full house.
Well, he had a 2 and a 4 in his hand, so
So for ICM purposes, do you like Dapper calling that term raise?
no.
For what reason?
He's going to get put to the test on the river all the time, and he's going to have to call off all his chips with a 5. B, Marlins hasn't gone on a line one time this tournament. Ooh, I sneaked a peek at John's hand a little bit. I think there's an ace in there, which means he is
Oh, I didn't see it.
in.
Marlon can't call the queen 8? Call and knock both players out? Same hand?
I mean, Marlon's got to know Dapper steaming, but can't call him.
Yeah, I mean, let him get
Ace
involved.
6.
There you go,
Another
Brandon.
good
You were
spot
right.
for John.
Another 60-30 for him.
Dapper's been quite up and down in this tournament.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It makes for good television at least. Oh no!
I think the guy would have had the flush draw with
Yeah,
the queen.
queen with queen 8 and clubs.
Oh, it hits the clubs.
Tournament over if you call him.
Yeah.
Ooh, John!
Bing stays.
Fix the ace on the river.
Oh, I missed it.
Crippling Dapper there.
Wow.
Dapper goes from chip lead to third.
Nice. That doesn't surprise me.
Wow.
I mean, he plays a lot, right? I mean, this is what happens.
I
He's
mean,
trying
yeah,
to win the tournament in a
well,
knockout punch, right? He's throwing haymakers.
Look, 53% of the pot, 53% of the pots he's voluntarily putting.
That's the whole final table.
Right.
Wow.
So
John's 26, which I think is just the actual number that he has to put in.
no, it is voluntary. So.
Oh, okay. So I guess
But there hasn't been that many hands.
no.
I mean, 26% of 31 hands is only like 6 hands.
8, yeah. 8-9 suited.
So now, John, you know that Dapper's steaming, right?
Oh, he did go all in. And
There you
Dapper
go.
snap calls with the Jack 3. Obviously, I didn't even need to see what he does to know that that's what's going to happen.
It sucks for John. He finally just like makes a move here and shoves with 9-8 suited, which is a good shove, but he gets looked up by the Jack 3. It's just so disappointing.
Yeah.
Flops a gutter, flops a flush draw. Ooh, turns a pair. Dapper needs a club. And a
I
club
guess,
he shall receive.
Like I said, it is a cruel, cruel game. There's no justice.
That's three-handed plays, man. All
Yes.
over the place.
It's awesome.
I mean, Dapper had the best hand, so.
Chris, I give you credit. I was like, why are we wanting to do commentary on a $40 tournament? Folks, this is why we're doing commentary on a $40 tournament, because it is awesome.
Plus, Dapper was at the table.
And I mean, in all honesty, isn't this what the point of the early bird and the tweener is to be able to play in a $40 tournament where, yeah, the money's not a huge factor here, but you can try different stuff, right? You're not playing in a $10,000 tournament or $1,000 or even a $300 tournament, even a $100 deep stack. I mean, this is the time that you can go
And
goofy
and they're not chopping.
and try different stuff and do different things. I don't know. I think it's really great advertising for CCG.
And Dapper
I am a
wakes
little
up
biased, but
with Jacks.
Dapper wakes up with jacks. Ooh, Marlon's got 4s.
This is the slam dunk call.
Snap call.
I mean, it's an all-in and a
Yeah, you're going to call.
yeah.
Sucks that he has jacks.
Yeah.
Dapper loves the spot.
I mean, I like when I'm 80-20. How about 3 hearts? Nope. All black.
2 clubs. Put the 5 of clubs on the turn. Look at that. Dapper loses to all the aces, all the kings, and all the queens. All the overcards get there.
I hate jacks. I hate jacks with a passion. You know what jacks are? They're a magnet for aces, kings, and queens is what they are.
Look at he chugs the rest of that beer. Says, we're back in it, boys.
No, we're good. I'm good.
60,000.
Back in second.
So I just want to go on record. That is 3 hands in a row that he's gone all in all 3 hands, yes?
Yeah.
All
The
right.
Jack 3, the...
What was before the jack 3?
Queen.
He doubled up.
Queen something.
Oh,
Double
queen 5
draw.
of hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now jacks. Jacks, I understand.
And he was all in hand before that with the flush draw. Or with the queen against the flush draw.
Yeah, straight.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Regardless, it's a lot of all-ins in a row.
He's been all in. But hey,
He's back to second in chips.
and John is all in this hand no matter what. I wouldn't even look at my cards. Blinds are up to 6,000, 12,000.
The nice thing
He's
is
already
we're
all
going to
in.
be able to look at his cards.
Oh, yeah, he is all in for 23,000. He's already got it all out there.
Technically, he's not all in yet, but
Oh, no, he's all in.
He's
what's the
already in
blinds?
Well,
But he already put it in.
Yeah, he's all in. As long as the action doesn't change.
Yeah, I guess. Marlon has to call here, right? I mean, don't even look. You just call.
Yep.
It's connected, at least.
If I had to guess, I'd
Oh
say
my God.
6 deuce. This
Oh,
guy. Dapper goes, what? What are ya. Folks, sometimes you got to pay attention to how many chips the other guy has so that you know what you're calling. That's an automatic call, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason to fold.
He's
You
got
try to
6,000
knock a
up.
player out. Yeah. I mean, small blind. No, 5. No, it's
6.
6-12 now. My bad.
So he just increased his chips by 25%. Now, John, I don't know. These are tough spots when you have 2 or 3 big blinds. Yeah, I think you just fold.
I mean, at this point, he's been doing it. Might as well continue to go.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back down to John with 1 big blind left and 1 free hand, right?
Yeah, 1 free hand. This one or the next one.
Let's see what this 5 deuce. This guy runs so bad.
I know. Besides the queens, the one time, everything else
I
has
mean,
been
seriously
garbage.
though, like we say he's super tight, but like some of it's the cards too.
Right.
Like he's not choosing to be tight. It's kind of hard to jam it all in with 5 deuce.
I agree. Dapper making it a full double, 24,000.
I mean, he's kind of riding the roller coaster
See,
here.
even though Marlon's ahead, I'd rather have Dapper's hand. It seems so much easier to play.
The 10-7.
Yeah, suited.
If you hit an ace, you're scared. If you hit a 4, you're scared.
Right. If you don't
No
hit
suits.
it, you're scared. Like,
Dapper outflops him again.
yeah. And he's probably going to lead here because he's been leading all day.
Yep, looking at chips. It's like 12,000, maybe.
25.
Oh wow, my math's good.
Half pot. And Marlon can't do anything but fold.
Yeah. Or maybe he makes a move here.
Maybe, but
I love the making a move.
with John sitting over there with only 1 big blind.
Seems kind of
Yeah,
superfluous.
plus we've seen Dapper stick it in. Nice word.
Thanks, Doc.
Nice
I was starting to poke you to make sure you let me know.
I saw. Dapper show. Oh, it does not show. All right.
No, he doesn't show you. At this point, there's no value to showing
No.
now, right?
No.
Wow, what a great little tournament.
And
So much play for a $40 tournament.
I know.
I'm kind of so excited about this. And again, it is the largest tweener that we've ever
Right.
that we ever had, right?
Yeah, since we've renamed it the Tweener.
Oh, which reminds me, if you've made it this long into this, we're doing a new late night, 9 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, 6:30 on Sunday, $40 late night stack, right, Brando? 10K in
Late night
chips.
stack, yeah.
10K in chips with your $5 add-on, 12-minute levels. So it's like a little mini Sunday stack, and everybody loves the Sunday stack so much. We thought it would be kind of cool. So trying to ramp up these $40 tweeners and late night. Folks, come out and see us. Hey, at least John got an ace on his all-in.
He didn't. He didn't
go
push.
all in?
He checked. I mean, he's basically all in. I can't imagine.
And
him
Marlon
folding.
out-flopped him again. What's he got? Not even the
11,000.
fold. Yeah.
Wow, he folds.
I mean, we know it's a good fold because he's set a huge dog there. But at some point, you got to put your chips right. You can't just keep folding down to nothing.
Right.
He's just blinding himself out. He can't even cover the blind at this point.
Oh,
So even if he doubles up, it's still
he's
not
just back to where he was before that last.
right.
time,
I feel
which
like
doesn't.
at what point do you start worrying about?
Well, in this tournament,
No, just in general. Let's say a general rule. What is a general rule of when you're at
like
X
8
amount of
or
big blinds?
7 big blinds.
You should be looking to shove it in and double
do
up.
nothing. Yeah, give yourself
Because
2 chances to win.
If you're down to 6, 5, 4, 3
You're
big
gonna get
blinds,
called no matter what.
and it's
You
just
can only have one way to win. You have to show down and win the hell in. If you're shoving 7 big blinds, they can
it's
still
enough for
fold.
somebody else to fold.
You can win the hand 2 different ways.
Because like here, they're already both going to call. Now he's
Yeah.
got to fight against 2 players rather
Yeah.
than isolating against 1, right?
Yeah, like the ace deuce last hand, the 6-4 wasn't gonna fold pre-flop, and he would have got out flopped anyways. But you still,
At some point, you got to play
it's
those.
you can't be results oriented. So Dapper flops trips.
Oh no, Marlon turns a straight flush, right?
Flush draw.
Oh, flush draw.
Marlon's upset because Dapper's betting into a dry side pot. Dapper's protecting his hand a little bit, getting some value. And Jack of Diamonds.
Queen, which means Dapper wins with a 6. I mean, you can't blame the guy for betting a 6, right?
No.
I mean, you're supposed to bet the 6, right?
Yeah.
Side pot first.
See, Dapper's like, I was told you, I have to bet at
I got
6.
6.
Yeah, he's got a bet there. If he's like,
Zeros for the side.
And
Well, John finally gets eliminated.
fought the good fight.
He did. I mean, in all honesty,
He never
we
really
kind of
had
gave
over
him
it.
some shit about playing too tight. He got third.
Yep.
I mean, he literally just hung on, laddered up once.
$240.
I mean, considering he really could have gotten
Could've
7th or 8th
seventh.
and just busted.
Yep.
I mean, $250 is a sweet little. It's a sweet little payday for
Yeah.
basically just hanging on, letting everybody else.
Yeah. Let the water clear. And
Right. And then I feel like he should have made some moves though there at the end. Just at that point, you got third. You can't get worse than third.
Right.
What are you holding on for?
Right.
But now Dapper gets Queen Jack of Hearts.
this is a really good hand, heads up.
Oh, against King 10 suited.
Another really good hand. But we haven't
Wow.
seen Marlon put the all-in pressure. I think he's just going to
He did it the one time with the flush draw. Right? That's the only
yes.
time he put the all-in pressure on anybody.
Yes.
Is when-
Which is
when-
a good time to do it when you have a
Well,
flush draw.
I guess it's true.
All right, he's going to call see a flop. Two really
Dapper
good
just
heads-up
two
hands.
2x the blinds, right? I mean, they're at 12,000. Oh no, I guess 2.5 times, right?
Yeah.
When you make bets when you're heads up, do you make them odd numbers, 32,000, 30, or do you just 30, 25, 50, 60?
No, I'm always doing weird stuff.
Really?
But that's me. All right, they both get a piece.
Yeah, I mean, Queen Jack
Heads up, all right.
would like to see a heart out there for Dapper to get even a little bit more, but
So Marlon
and he's got
went
two
all in,
overs
Dapper
and a gut
called.
shot.
Yeah.
Heads up, all right.
Turns
There's
a
the
queen.
queen so far, no jack.
And that'll do it, right?
Yeah, Queen Jack.
That's it.
Now the chip counts might be off. I mean, they're shaking hands like it's over, but
I
he's
think
going
it's
to double
over.
check. No,
Dapper
yeah,
was
he's
pretty-
got a ton more red 5K chips.
Who
That was a
does?
really great final table, though. I'm kind of I'm super excited. What do you think, Brandon?
I thought it was pretty good.
Right for a
Dapper.
$40 tournament? I mean, this seems like something that should be like the mini CSOP main event or some kind of main event tournament. But I feel like there was a lot of play here for a $40 tournament, and
Yeah, like
it's kind of exciting.
The guy with 4 big blinds to start the tournament won.
Yeah, that's even better. And went all in with 10 deuce against Jacks. We're going to make sure it's official here. They're counting them down. Looks like Marlon's checking his phone and getting up.
Out.
And that's it, folks. But, well, thank you for watching and listening to us. Hopefully you liked our commentary. Brandon, anything you want to, any final thoughts from Brandon?
No final thoughts.
No final thoughts?
I'm impressed Dapper came back to win. He was down to 4 big blinds twice.
Yeah.
But
He did hit some good cards, right?
he did.
He got some.
He got lucky where he need to, but it's
That's
tournament
kind of that's what it
tournament
is.
poker.
You got to every once in a while you got to hit those 20% hands to actually. You're never going to get it in good every single time, right?
And right here, Marlon did nothing wrong getting it.
No, I mean, if you show me King 10 versus Queen Jack, either one of those guys, even with the flop, they're still getting it all in no matter
The
what.
hand kind of plays itself.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We're not going to certainly watch Dave separate out these cards, but we want to say thanks for watching and hopefully catch us next time.
Well, have a good night.
Bye.